Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about our final project for interactive data science. Shredo and I, we focus on developing a fake news narrative article. Our article starts with three simple questions, asking the user to identify whether the given news statement is a true news or a fake news. And then some of the details are provided, such as topics, speakers, and jobs. And then after this, they can check their answers whether it is correct or not. Because we know that fake news could sometimes be very confusing, and if user or reader don't have enough background knowledge or being an expert in the fields that's being discussed, then it will be really hard to tell if a news statement is true or not. So in our article, we focus on the LIAR dataset, which is a benchmark fake news detection dataset that contains mainly political news, but covering different kind of topics such as election, economy, and many other topics. So our first interactive component consists of different so this is our first interactive components. We can see that we can first select a feature that would be applied to filter our data set. So here we select the subject, and then the user could look at the number of fake news that's associated with, for instance, tax, healthcare, or education as subject for news clips. And then the user could also value from absolute values to a percentage, which will give the top subjects that has the highest fake news rate. Next, Shadow is going to introduce our next interactive component.
Yes, so for the next interactive component, we are trying to find um, where and whom are subject to the fake news or the true news. So basically, so we applied a name entity recognizer using SciPy, SPICY, and so for example here we have we can let the users to randomly choose a sentence and then tag the name entity along with the important words. So user can also change any sentence that they want according to whether they are true news and fake news, and to have a general uh, glance. And also so for this specific task, we only focus on the two major things. The first one is person, which is the name, and the second one is the place, which is the geographic locations. And from the plots here, we can see that some of the places are prone to have a large amount of fake news related. And for some of the places, such as New Jersey and Washington, those are like close to New York or like DC, and those places are more um, likely to become to only have true news related. Besides, for the name, we also find that for the person that's related to the fake news and mentioned in the fake news or true news, we also find some patterns. So so basically, the major finding is that it is aligned with the 2016 and 2020 elections, and lots of studies that focus on studying fake news during these elections have pointed that during those elections years, the president candidates and also the former presidents are more prone to become the target of the fake news. Um, and then we analyzed, we want to see the most frequent words that discussed in both fake news and true news. By doing so, we, we first calculate the word frequency. We will first preprocess the text, for example, using removing stop words, removing punctuations, and also to lemtize and steaming those words. And also we map those words to the word vector using the glove embeddings, and also use the t-sense to reduce dimensionality into 2D and to visualize them into a 2D space. So we find that there are several different properties related to fake news and true news. So, for example, fake news are only focusing on a really specific, a small um, topics, while the true news are more like a broadly covered. So this mainly because fake news are more prone to targeted those topics that are hard to validate by the public. And besides, we also find that for fake news, some of the language they use are more exaggerated than the true news. For example, in true news, the largest amount that they use is million, but in fake news, it's like a billion. And then my teammates will talk about the sentiment analysis part.
Yes, so we also apply a sentiment analysis to different news, and also we found that for different topics of news or a news with different speakers, the sentiment may differs between the fake news and the true news, and we have a compound negative and positive and neutral as the sentiments here. Um, and then for the next part, we also add more sentence level information for the news, such as the characters per words, the words per sentence, and etc. And we allow a lot of freedom for exploration in those two parts of the article. And then at last, we train a fake news detection model with BERT as the base model. And then we also applied the LIME as a interpretability to analyze our fake news classification models. So here we can see this is an example news, and we can see the prediction probability of our model, and then also which part of the news and which words in the news is more um, contributing to the is being predicted as fake or true.
So in the last part, we summarized our findings, and also we discussed about the models that we have. And mainly we have like several findings from the usage of the word usage of the fake news, and also sentiment usage of the fake news. And also we also investigate the topic that related to the fake news, and those are important for the model and also for human experts to distinguish from between fake news and true news. And that's our articles and our final products. And thanks for watching.